Hello everyone, this is Bread. Today we're going to take a look at the vanilla Mountain Blade because I asked you guys for feedback. The one guy that gave me feedback said, hey, I'd like it if you played medieval games. And then I promptly played a sci-fi colony sim 3 times. So I figured we would show this off. I am still also working on the Viking Conquest stuff, but I'm much better at this one. I already went ahead and went through the character generation. I'm a female. I did not take Impoverished Noble. I took the Merchant as my father, so it's going to be one of the more difficult playthroughs politically in this game. But I min-maxed for intelligence because I think that's where it's at. I went with a lot of training early on. I typically do horseback and lance for the most part when I play this. But I've been training a village. First thing I did was start training a village after I recruited some people. I still have the little starter quest to do, and we're getting ready to jump into the fight. I figured this would be a good time to show you, well, what I can do with this game. Even though I'm still wearing all the starting equipment. As long as I don't get tore up too bad by any archers, I'll be okay. I'll probably dismount since all I have right now is a sword. Oh, that shot way low. That was better, but still a miss. Now, I will admit I am used to playing this on console, so keyboard and mouse is a little bit new to me. And like I said, I'm used to fighting with a lance, so... He went down. Well, we won. No. There we go. I didn't have anybody die. Well, I had plenty of peasants die, but I didn't have any of my people die. Yeah, I kind of need it. Otherwise, I would let them keep it, but I kind of needed it. Let's recruit some more volunteers. Oh, I'm getting attacked. Buddy, you better just go for broke, yeah. Leveled up, sounded like. I am gonna pump intelligence, put another point in persuasion, drop a point in tactics, and dump everything in polearms. I recommend, especially if you're new to this game, make your way to a city and go to the arena and just do the practice fights until you get your skills relatively up there and you learn the mechanics of the game. Now we'll go return to this merchant in Praven, and he wants us to hunt some bandits. He wanted me to collect 5 men. I've gotten 15, so... Visit the tavern. Getting in here. Damn, game. Load. I'll hunt your bandits. I'm sorry I'm not reading their text to you, but it's generic. It's like, oh, somebody's been taken prisoner. Go kick the shit out of these bandits and learn where their hideout is. Go retrieve him. Charge the enemy. 13 to 4. I like my odds. I am kind of partial to the crossbow in this game. A bow is equally good if you get some bodkin arrows. It's a little bit faster. But the crossbow can really pack a punch, though it's a lot slower to go, of course. Are you guys really throwing rocks at me? See, I need a longer weapon is my thing. I don't think it happens when it gets hit, but if your horse dies in combat, loses all of its health, it has a chance to become lame. So you don't actually lose the horse per se, but it becomes greatly weakened. It doesn't always seem to happen, but it can. Yeah. Tell me where this place is. I don't have any points in prisoner management at the moment. 10. I want it. 14. I want them. What's my sword got? Swing of 24. Yeah, I look like a looter now. When you go to the hideout, you do not get to go in on horseback. So if you're a slow character like mine is, because my athletics isn't very high, it can be a little bit troublesome, especially if they have archers. Attack the hideout. But these are just looters, so they shouldn't be too bad. If they were forest bandits, I recommend either coming in with a shield or really taking your time unless you're heavily armored, because they will just pelt you with arrows. Where the hell is everybody? Yeah, just run screaming into a crossbow. That's how I like it. Don't strafe. Just run straight. Be like, I'll get there before you shoot. Oh, that was close. It's been a minute. I could pretty much hit him in the torso all the time. Is that everybody? That is everybody. I'm very lightly armored, so if you're not used to... Oh yeah, the guy's got to run in here and talk to you. If you're not used to the way the combat mechanics go, it can end up being a lot more difficult than was just shown. 98 and 73. It's shorter, but it hits harder. But it doesn't hit significantly harder. Speed has a lot to do with damage, because the faster you hit, the more damage you do. The higher skill you have with each weapon type, the faster you will swing. Ergo, the more damage you'll do more damage that way. The words not good with today. So sometimes a weapon that says it does more damage but is significantly slower, you will have a harder time getting the damage out of it. Now, you know, come riding in on horseback and you get the swing right, you're still going to get the damage out of it. It's just... Go to Asgad. Recruit. Yeah. Let's go back to Praven. I always start in Swadia because I like to eventually get a force of cavalry. Almost completely, I go with Swadian Knights. Because with that cavalry charge, if you hit a force... Even crossbowmen. Once you break that line, it's done. Visit the tavern. And now we find out that the captain of the guard had been in cahoots with some bandits to get money, and he wants my help to kill him. And that is what we will do. Not sure where I'm supposed to go. That is one downside of this game. A little bit more direction would be okay. I mean, I don't need you to hold my hand, but... Next. Waiting on you. All right, hang on. Oh yeah, you don't want me to load that crossbow, do you? And I'm not, whatever the standard difficulty is what I've got it set on. You can make it significantly more difficult should you choose to. Oh, come on. Will you... Yeah, Jesus. Just kill him. Alright, that's that. I think he gives me some money. Let every villain learn to fear the name Reed Gray. I want to show you the training stuff real quick. Now, the weapons that it gives you are random. As far as I know, there's no training crossbow. There are practice bows. But if you're wanting to raise crossbow, you got to do that by killing fools. It's just the way it is. Basically, the more people you knock out, the more rewards you get and experience you get at the end. And it gives you a random weapon. This is what I wanted because it'll raise my polearm. The downside is I don't have a shield, and these dicks with bows will mess you up. But here's how you can get the basic understanding of a variety of weapons, and you can raise your skill with said weapons. Is there a... I wanted to zoom out off of the character a little bit more. But I'm not sure there's a way that I can do that, so... And the combat's directional. If you've watched my previous stuff, I think I've touched on that a little bit. But basically, the way that you move the mouse is the way that the direction that the swing is going to come from, with pulling back being a lunge. And where you hit does seem to matter. Smashing a guy in the face seems to be the most effective, most likely to make them stagger. But it's not a bad idea to come in, defend their first strike, and then counter. But if you've got reach on them, like I do with this staff a lot of the time, you can come in swinging. Once you learn the range, I would recommend that. I got lucky there. I just kind of moved into the swing right there. Come on, guys. Is that all you got? Oh, that archer. They can't... Based on where you look, where the shield covers, they can hit you in the leg and over the shield, potentially. Not doing too bad for my first go at this. It's been a long time. Man-Eater achievement unlocked? Oh, I thought I died. Sorry, I was looking in the corner. They hit me and I thought I went down. Dunce moment right there. There, that time I went down. Okay. Wasn't a bad first go. That was damn good fighting. 60 dinars. Are there any tournaments? I don't want to jump into a tournament just yet. But I will, just in case it wants to crash. We'll go ahead and save. Actually, is there a noble in the castle? There's a couple. You're who I want to talk to. I am Reed Gray, King Harless. Do you have any tasks for me? No. Ooh, what have we here? A woman caparisoned for war. Well, I dare say that one as fair as you could lend a touch of femininity even to a male hauberk. I don't know how rude that was, but fuck you. And you could add a touch of humanity to a horse's harness, but just a touch. Ha, I admire a quick tongue. Perhaps someday I shall remove it with tongs to admire it at great leisure, but today, at least, I shall salute your wit and courage. Do you have any tasks for me? You probably know that I'm the lord of the village of No More. However, it's been months since they've paid taxes. Yeah, we'll go get their taxes for you. I may just keep them. They give you 1/5 of them if you turn it in. But you can also just be like, screw you, and keep all the money for yourself. You know, steal from the poor and give to yourself. Rather than steal from the poor and give it to the wealthy noble tax collector. So, on console, I know how to speed the overland map up. On here, I do not. I will figure it out, though, but I don't know at the moment. How much money do I have? Oh, I'm doing okay on money. I should have sold shit last town. And actually, buy supplies. You can have that, and that, and that, and that, and that. I'll take your cabbages. Yeah, just pay me what you can. And let's continue on to No More. I already have a decent-sized band for my level. I have half my maximum, and I'm right out the gate. I'd only been playing like 10 minutes before I started recording. Now, this game does have a way of swift kicking you in the nuts, especially as you get powerful and you start fighting with other kingdoms and you become a threat. They will bear down on you all at once sometimes. And I recommend not starting a rebellion if you want to do your own faction until you're late in the game and you have some noble friends with one faction. Work for one faction for a while and then strike it out on your own if you're going to. Because if you do that, there's a stat called Right to Rule that will increase over time. And basically, if it's not high enough and you try to start your own faction, there's a chance that all of the other factions will declare war on you. A higher chance, as well as the nobles won't respect you. They won't talk peace with you. They won't join you because they'll say that you're just a noble without a king, a lord without a king, something like that. All right, recruit and then collect the taxes. People of Nomar are outraged at your demands and decry it as nothing more than extortion. They're getting restless and they may react badly if you keep pressing them. Ignore them and continue. I haven't decided if I'm going to do an honorable or dishonorable playthrough. But basically, honor in this game, really it acts to me a lot like Fame and Infamy did in Oblivion. Certain characters like you more if you're bad, certain characters like you more if you're honorable. And I think it's more likely that, like, this matters more if you're male, but sometimes ladies will want champions, and I think your honor affects whether or not they'll take you as a champion. You can champion them as a woman, but you can't marry someone of the same sex in this game, so. The reason we don't have our weapons is while we were collecting taxes, some of the farmers here didn't like it very much, and they're going to try to kill us. We're a little outnumbered. Alright, we crushed them. But yeah, early game, especially if you're going to be a bad guy, I recommend looting and training. Is there anything that we can help you guys with? I try to have a positive relation with as many villages as you can. If your relation is negative, you cannot recruit from them. Nope, nothing I can help with. I hope he's still hanging around Praven. That's the downside of some of these quests in this game is, okay, you talk to Noble Prick here, okay, but that's not his home. So as soon as you leave, Noble Prick goes back around to what he's doing. And you have a time limit to complete a lot of these quests. And they'll be running around, doing their different noble-y stuff, fighting, whatever. And you'll have to talk to another noble, ask where they are currently, and make your way there. And you chase them around the map a lot of the time. Some quests don't have a time limit. This one doesn't, actually, so I could chase him around the map and be okay with it. Sometimes just getting the objective done has a time limit, but turning it in doesn't. Let's go to Leyenda. Move faster! Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. Giddy up. Whee! That horse runs so bad. Recruit. Well, that is one thing that I liked from, I think, with Fire and Sword and Viking Conquest. Both made it so that you could just talk to the Elder from that main menu rather than have to ride around and look for him. Where the hell are you at? The village elders are typically a guy. I think they can be a lady too, but they'll be standing. They won't be moving around even during the day. There he is. Maybe tasks I can help with. Nope. Alright, let's make our way to Praven. We're about out of time for this. When we come back, I will continue to take little piddly quests for nobles. I'll show you a little bit of that if you guys are interested in the way the politics work in this game. It's very cut and dry. It's how much do they like you, and sometimes giving you favors will make them like you less. Failing makes them like you less. Talking shit. There's a little bit of intrigue, but it's pretty... It's damn it, no one's here. It's a pretty numbers crunchy game as far as that goes. You know, does he like me enough to help me, basically? Sorry, I didn't mean to zoom in that fast. That's going to be about all the time we have for today, I think. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Dislike if you don't like what we're doing, and please comment. I would love to hear any and all feedback that you have. So, what I plan to do with this is I always at least start out working for the Kingdom of Swadia, because I like Swadian knights. And if you recruit from a place, while you're fighting that place, troops from there have a negative to their morale. But this, in my opinion... Rhodoks. The Kingdom of Rhodoks is the hardest to take because they're crossbowmen and spearmen, so taking their keeps can be a little expensive on manpower. And I personally think this faction is the easiest to take. One time I did a playthrough where I hadn't worked for any kingdom, I was just a bandit, and I decided to start my own faction, and I, with one army, just swept through here and took everything. I mean, now I couldn't hold it, like, I'm not going to mince words, but we just took it. I was just like, fuck it, let's do it. They're the easiest, followed by, I would think, the Nords. These two have a lot of horse and cavalry stuff. If you're set up for it, they're pretty easy to take on. Like, I like Swadian cavalry. If you're an infantry unit, these guys will be your tough. If you went with Nords, you know, they're heavily armored and shielded, these guys aren't so bad. These guys definitely wouldn't be bad for the Nords. But yeah, these factions always constantly war in the background. As you play, you'll see notifications of who's kicking the shit out of who and's been captured by who. And sometimes you can get quests to rescue nobles. If I get one of those, I will make a short video on how that works. And I think they're a lot of fun, actually. But, again, I've kept talking after I said bye. So you guys have a good rest of your day, and we'll keep exploring this game in the future if it's something you want to see. I believe it was Nicholas Holmes who asked for more medieval stuff. Tell me if you like this. Bye, guys.